Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Max Nadel from Nesseq.com. You can find the meaning of Nesseq down below in the description together with all relevant links. Today I want to read to you the open letter that I wrote to Mr. Bernie Sanders. Dear Mr. Sanders, it is a little late to tell you how sorry I am about the last elections, but facts are what they are and we have to live through history. Still, I'm glad that you don't give up. Bernie TV seems to be quite successful, watched by millions. As I heard, your numbers are the envy of cable news. Congratulations. Many people are yearning in these uncertain times for directions, for unity, for a moral compass to show us the way into the future. You, sir, inspire optimism, and it would be a shame if an opportunity would be squandered. I mean the worker cooperatives, the third step in your agenda for America. The other day I read that you are working on your own healthcare bill. I can understand that this is a pressing problem. It seems that healthcare reform is complicated and will need a long time to get passed in Congress. It is very likely that during the healthcare debate, or rather debacle, the idea of the worker cooperatives will be forgotten. Compared to the other problems facing the USA, the problems of the cooperatives is easy to solve. The legal framework already exists and only needs some minor adjustments. The idea of cooperatives is not contested by either party, and bipartisan support should be possible. The best about the cooperatives is that no one can really oppose the idea. After all, we are creating jobs and it is not a government program. To work out what has to be done, we have to find out why we want cooperatives. I, for my part, am not approaching this topic as a social romantic. As an ecologist, I'm only interested in saving as much energy as possible. Social justice is a byproduct. The goal is to get prepared for climate change. One and perhaps the most important way to save energy is to let people do the work instead of utilizing machines. To be clear, I'm all for using technology to make work easy for people, but it is senseless to make people redundant and then to complain about unemployment. You use the term worker cooperatives, and I understand the rationale behind it, but it is too generic. I would suggest to start with a micro-housing cooperative to establish the model for a sustainable neighborhood, an urban village, a kibbutz in the city. Sustainability means some things have to change. Let us start at the bottom, the infrastructure. The urban village has to have its own closed-circuit infrastructure in regards to energy supply, clean water and waste treatment, garbage and sewage. As E.F. Schumacher already said a long time ago, small is beautiful. We have not much choice. If something is part of the problem, then we have to try something new. If the infrastructure is failing because it is too big, let us try it small. In the urban village, we have the potential to be highly energy efficient with our own infrastructure. An interesting point is the concept can also be implemented on houseboats, just in case that the level of the seas will rise. In the agenda for America, you wrote that a bank should be established to finance the cooperatives. Again, this is a complicated task and takes too much time. Instead of another bank, I would suggest to establish the Loan Guarantee Fund, LGF, or rather many of them. The LGF is a simple idea and can be implemented almost immediately, since it relies on the goodwill of a handful of people in corporations with local banks. How many cities in the USA have 1 million or even more inhabitants? It shouldn't be too difficult to find in each city 1,000 people who are willing to invest $1,000 for 10 years in a closed bank account. That fund, or only the expected interest, is the collateral for loans the bank is granting the cooperative. Every LGF is free to define its own goals and terms. The LGF can have as many members as they want, and every city can have many LGFs. The legal requirements shouldn't be too complicated, and I'm certain that if you put your mind to it, a bill could be worked out in less time than a new healthcare bill. In the meantime, the healthcare issue is not going anywhere. It's going to be a long struggle, and you with striving worker cooperatives in the background will have much more influence in the debate. Dear Mr. Sanders, I'm not an American citizen, and I can only observe indirectly through the media what happens in the USA right now. And yes, I'm worried about the rollback of environmental regulations in your country. The environment of the USA is a local matter, but still of global interest. I'm worried that America is giving up on global leadership in almost every aspect but the military. But there's nothing I can do about it. You, sir, can do more than anyone else. You seem to be the only politician in the USA that young people can relate to, someone they can believe in. You are in a unique position to move something in the right direction. The revival of cooperatives can become the beacon for the whole world. I hope you will consider my proposals and will do something about it. I wish you all the best and keep up the good work. Sincerely, Max Nadel. Well, this is all for today. If you like the message, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and cooperate. If you like the t-shirt, you can find the link to Nesseq.biz in the description down below. Until the next time, I'm Max Nadel from Nesseq.com, and bye bye. Woohoo.